What is up, everybody? Nick here from TeamPurpleCraft, and today I am going to be explaining the story of when I was hit. I'm going to start saying, so I was hit May 23rd, 2016, crossing the street with these headphones, you'll see the image on screen now, to talk with Steven. We were going to be playing Minecraft. We had the entire conversation done. Well, we had explained everything through texting, but I just wanted to have the conversation with my headset, so I brought it over. I have no memory of this time. Thankfully, I have no memory of about a month later. I do know this is pretty much, I have no memory of this, like I said, this is pretty much what I was a few days after I was hit, so there's an image of that on screen now. Later, I do remember being in Boston for a rehabilitation. I was there for 5 weeks rehab, and I, of course, remember that. Here is me during that. As you guys can tell, I am wearing a helmet, and actually, here's the screen again. If you look at the left side of my head, it's just this giant lump. That is I don't have a skull there. There's nothing there. And that is why I had to have this, which is a helmet that I had to wear at all times because I did not have the skull put in. And if you guys do kind of look over here, this would be the right side of my helmet. It's got padding through there, all that, but if you look at the left side, there's hardly any. And that is just because of all of the left side of my head had no skull, and they didn't want, and it some days would be swelling farther, like bigger, smaller, and they just didn't want to bother having that. I also, in the image you guys see, I had this, which is a neck brace because I had, I couldn't control my neck. Like, I couldn't hold my neck up at that time, so that was just right here. I also have another neck brace that I don't remember using, but I think it was used for a very small amount of time. I had then later, after the 5 weeks, I had my birthday during the 5 weeks. I was able to see Steven and my brother and my sister, Cora and Max, who are also, I think you've seen Max he's from Fennec Fox 101. We did a few videos before, and then Cora is the one that recorded the most viewed video on this channel. So, later, when I ended up coming home, I had all of a sudden completely lost the ability to control my left hand. It pretty much went from this to this. And I did have my phone in my hand, and it just would flop out. It was terrible, but yeah, I then ended up going in for an MRI. There we realized that it could potentially be hydrocephalus. Otherwise, pretty much what hydrocephalus is the inflammation of fluid in your brain that it's pretty much too much fluid in your brain, so it'll start not being able to allow you to do certain things, such as me not being able to move my hand anymore. I then went back up to the hospital, and I had a tube put in my back to see if that will drain the fluid. And that tube, that was before I had another thing put in, but that tube in my back became infected, and that went with what is known as meningitis. This is when you're about like 10, 11 years old, you are given several different vaccines as opposed to the flu shot. You are given shots for meningitis so you do not end up getting it. That and my back ended up causing, I went deaf for a few times. I could not hear whatsoever. I then had what is known as a VP shunt put in to transfer all of the fluid from my brain to my stomach, or above my stomach. So a VP shunt is simply just a tube from the center of your brain to the above your stomach, just on that area. I don't know if you guys will be able to see, but right here there's this lump, and that is my shunt. That's the tube through that area. I then later ended up coming home after that time. With all that, I came home with extreme aphasia, could hardly really talk and communicate. It was hard. But I did put up, I then later went with the video known as the I Am Back video, which is another very big viewed video. I'll leave a link to that in the description below, because you guys can see how much has changed from then. You can kind of tell that there's the extreme aphasia. And then ever since then, I've just been working. Like I said, I've been working on a bunch of stuff. Like I said, I did go deaf for a little bit. I do have hearing aids now, which I actually do not have with me right now because I was doing something and I don't have them with me right now, but I do have hearing aids now to hear. Originally, they were not going to be, I was not supposed to have any because I didn't want to damage the hearing the way it was. I then worked through that, and now I do extreme stuff such as making videos like this for you guys. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. If you guys did enjoy, and yeah, if you just did enjoy and want to understand a little bit more, I could explain this, I guess, more in another video, if you want that. But if you guys did enjoy, then please do leave a like, and if this happens to be the first video that you have seen by any of the Team PurpleCraft peoples, then please do consider subscribing, because that would be amazing, and I will see you guys all next time. See ya!